Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to another Diablo 3 guide, and this one will be for our dear Season Crusader. This particular guide will be for the Phalanx, will be all around the Phalanx soldiers. So this one will be the pet / Phalanx / army Crusader. Now the amazing part about this build is that it's quite easy to make. There are some key things that you want for the gear. But I will guide through it and let's just hop into a game. Also, this is completely viable for Torment up to Torment 6, so no worries there. Now, so what you need for the Phalanx in order to work. The key things that you need is actually this one, this ring over here. The Eternal Union with the new patch has the new attribute which says that decreases the duration of Phalanx avatars by 200%. So what that means is that the avatars last long enough to actually be permanent up. And the second thing that's a very nice cool on with the new patch is the new shield, new Crusader shield, the unrelated Phalanx. That actually Phalanx now casts twice, so you have double soldiers. So let's say that we don't have any of these. If I use my Phalanx, I have 4, like you already know, right? And now they're gone. So if I put my shield on, now I have 8. And if I put my ring on, now look at the duration, actually. So as you can see, the cooldown is up, and they are still alive, right? Awesome. So you can combine this one, with this skill, with the falling sword with the right brothers, that create another 3 copies of avatars. Also, guys, this is a full physical build, so you need a physical damage. Just try to top that as much as possible. Also, another cool item that you need, it would be the 2-hand flail that every time you kill an enemy, it spawns a Phalanx. I don't have that yet, but I want to show you the build just the same, just because it works. But if you have the flail, it's just so much better, because after that you just run around full of soldiers. So, like I said, it's a full physical build, right? So the best weapon that you can have, except the flail, of course, is the Heart Slaughter, just because it has the physical damage on it. I found the perfect Heart Slaughter, so I dropped the cube, this little cube over here, the Ramalan's gift, and I use it on my weapon for the rune, of course. So this build is quite easy to achieve, just because you don't need to have full Akarat set. The bonuses from the Akarat set are not very important to you. The cooldown from your Akarat champion is not very important, and also the mana cost of the abilities are not important also, because you don't use very mana costly abilities. You just spawn Phalanx on the time. So what I have found until now is that the best thing to do is to have Leoric's Crown with the gem for cooldown reduction, just so you can spam the Falling Sword, the Laws of Valor with the critical, and the Bombardment with the physical rune, of course, as much as possible. So after that you can have the Og Hills, you can have the Blackthorns for the resistances and the immunities if you want. If I had the Blackthorn's belt, maybe I could use it, I don't know. So you just need, and I have used the 2 set of my Roland just for the 500 strength bonuses. Except that, of course, the Ring of Royal Grandeur just for the set bonuses from this set, of course, it's very important. So let's go to on the gems, the legendary gems. Of course, you have Bane of the Powerful. this gem is mandatory, although I don't like this gem very much, just because it is very potent and it's such a mandatory gem to have, but it's a must-have. After that, you need what I have, of course. It's a pain enhancer, since you do physical damage, and I have also an enforcer for the pet damage. So let's go up to the skills. So you can have Akara champion with the prophet just for extra survivability. You don't need to have you can do fire damage if you want, but it's not very advisable just because your soldiers are physical damage, so you don't need that rune. Embodiment of power, you don't need it, you don't spend wrath at all. Rally, maybe you could use it if you don't have very much cooldown reduction, but it's not very hard to get. Prophet, it's the rune to go with this spec, just because you can. It's the most viable rune for this setup. And the hateful, you could, yeah, for the archers, but prophet I find it to be the best option. Falling sword, of course, with your right brothers. Loss of valor with critical, so your archers and your melee soldiers do massive amounts of damage. Of course, phalanx with your bowmen. There is another build with the stampede that I will show you another guide. It has all the requirements. I use smite. On the left click you can use whatever you want. I like smite just for the CC with the shackle to start them in place sometimes, and also it's a very good spell to break items and box, etc. Since it jumps from one box to another. And of course bombardment with impactful bombardment for the huge damages. This one crits around 100k. So I have found this to be the best combination until now, and of course with the passive you want Heavenly Strength, since you don't attack by yourself, so you want the most powerful weapon possible. Finery, of course, for your gems. Indestructible, I use that just for those situations. And of course, Lord Commander, I can't stress enough how important this is. It reduces the cooldown from your seed charge and bombardment. Of course, I don't use seed charge, but helps with the cooldown of bombardment. And of course, 20% on the phalanx is amazing to have. So these are the spells, as you can see over here. These are the items. Also, as you can see over here, now I am sitting on 43 cooldown reduction. It's adequate, it's okay until now. I think I found it alright. 34% crit, 350 crit damage, it's okay. My toughness is not very high. You could change the gems from strength to resistances to up the damage a bit, to up the resistances, but I have found that with the prophet, if you kite the mobs alright, you should be fine generally. Of course, after that, you should have the best items possible. For example, my Ring of Royal Grandeur is a piece of shit, but I haven't found the best one until now. So, the very cool thing about the Phalanx soldiers that you need to remember is that they are physical entities, in a sense that the enemies cannot pass through the Phalanx. So you can use them to block paths, you can block highways on the road, and you can, and if you, for example, let's say that this is a path, right? You spawn your soldiers here, your soldiers run through this direction to the enemies, you then go right and you spawn the archers on the back side. Remember that your melee soldiers could be blocked by your archers, because both your physical soldiers and your archers have material entity, like I said. So remember to spawn both the soldiers in different paths, so you don't block the melee soldiers with the archers, right? So let's just hop into the core of Ariad. This is Torment 6, of course, like I said. So you can have a general idea of how the build plays. So, right, so spawn the melees, run back, and for the archers. As you can see, my phalanx have completely blocked the pathway over here, and yeah, right. So you can use this mechanic to your advantage. Right, so let's go over here. Let us find it should be an elite pack around here somewhere. There. Okay. So let's spawn the pack over here. Bombardment and activate the room, the aura for the massive damage on your archers. Of course, your archers are invulnerable, so. Heal me. Oh my fucking god! Yeah, I forgot the. I got wrecked by the machine here. Yeah, okay, never mind. My mistake. So.
I must wait longer. My strength is restored.
All right. Okay. Let's activate the aura too. Spawn them closer. Always remember to spawn your archers behind your melee soldiers so you don't block the pathing of the melee soldiers.
Not ready yet.
Right, so do that. And remember that the aura is a huge buff for your soldiers.
Not yet.
Oh my god, look at the fucker where. Seriously. Seriously. Alright. Too much fail in this run, right? Okay. So let's kill Asmodan, just for the lols.
My servants will feed. Enough! The dark power. Arrogant Nephilim. My servants will feast on your pride. Enough! The dark power. Arrogant Nephilim.
Ah. Quello totally from Asmodan. And this one is the nice.
Will not save you from me.
This one is the already, although I do have one of these. Is a weapon for the Condemn build. Yeah, Blade of Prophecy. Death Diggers. Nice. So, yeah, guys, this was a build. For any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is a very nice, viable build because you can kite them very nicely around in the Greater Rifts and the Rift generally. Your survivability is quite nice if you don't fuck up on the flame machine like I did. Remember to subscribe, guys, for more Diablo guides, and throw a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, guys.